just absorbing the energy. Perfect people, perfect place, perfect time. Is God amazing? You know, I've been recently referred to as a Bible-thumping, New Thought preacher. And I thought about that, and it's like, you know, I'm okay with that. I really am, because I don't know of a lot of New Thought preachers, much less Bible-thumping, so that makes me different right off the bat. Yeah. But you know, I grew up, the New Thought that I grew up in the 70s and 80s and 90s, when I was studying, were Bible people. A little bit more than I see today. The Ernest Holmes with Science of Mind, the Myrtle and Charles Fillmore with Unity, with Joel Goldsmith and The Infinite Way. They were all Bible, 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 quoting the Bible. And I grew up that way. So, excuse me if I quote the Bible. But you know, in New Thought, we are Bible people. We teach it in a little bit different way, that Jesus, as the master teacher, was not here to tell us that he was the master. He was here as the master teacher to teach us that each of us is the master. So everything in the Bible, we turn it around a little bit. We don't make it about the individual person. We make it about the teaching, about the concept, about the lesson, about the principle. You know, my favorite Bible verse is when God said to Moses, Moses was standing there as a slave, standing there as a servant to Pharaoh. Pharaoh being his master. And God said to Moses, I made you God to Pharaoh. I, God Almighty, made you God to Pharaoh. Now, in New Thought, we understand that Pharaoh represents circumstances. Each of us have circumstances in our life. And the message is that God made each of us God to our circumstances, rather than circumstances being our God. So we often talk about God consciousness. And when we're experiencing our God consciousness, we are experiencing it as the master that Jesus said that we are the ones who is here to do greater things. Ernest Holmes in Science of Mind says, we must step forth and declare ourselves to be the one that Jesus was talking about, the one that is here to do greater things. I mean, look at here, the greater things that are being done right here. There's God consciousness. That's the only way the greaterness exists. Because if we are servants to circumstances, and I'm going to make a bold statement here as I'm continuing my way out of here. A bold statement that circumstances don't matter. They just don't matter. They're not real. They're just a 3D vision that we get to touch, play with, smell, taste. But they're just the 3D vision of our consciousness that is playing out in our world. And what we understand in New Thought is that rather than trying to be subservient and letting the circumstances rule us, we go within, as Jesus taught us, to go within where God is. And greet the nothingness of circumstances with no reaction. We see them, we let them be, we stay in the stillness, and we allow this voice from God to come. And then we know that we are in our God consciousness and creating from it. God bless you.